Hey guys, Brian here. Just finished watching the Uncharted movie and it was okay. Just like any video game movie, I did not have any expectations coming into it. In fact, up to coming into the theater, I thought it was going to be pretty bad. I went to watch it with my cousin in IMAX because we thought we should watch it in its optimal state. Turns out it's just an average movie that did a few things very well and missed on a bunch of stuff. Like many people, I'm a big fan of Uncharted and was very interested in how they were going to adapt it into the film. They messed around with a lot of Drake's beginnings, and I was super not on board with it, but I understand movies should never do a one-to-one recreation of the game, otherwise you might as well just play the game, you know? Also, it would be really hard to make a 10-hour movie, so we're just looking on how they interpret the themes, the characters, and the story into a movie runtime. I want to address the biggest problem right away and say the use of the characters is terrible. The casting feels very off to me. Not just because my baby boy Tom Holland doesn't look like Nathan Drake, or Marky Mark here doesn't look like Sully. I just couldn't see a Drake or a Sully in these guys. But the actors did a very good job with what they were given. I just think the problem with the characters lies in the writing, and here's why. The movie missed one key aspect of what made Uncharted so enjoyable, and that was the characters sounding like they were having a good time. In the game, no matter which characters are talking to each other, no matter what they're doing, they always use their quips, or their smart-ass talking, or some indication that they are having a good time.
Alright, come on, gorgeous, jump up. You got a great ass, Sully.
Thanks. No, I think maybe we should cut over to the hotel a different way. Just avoid this crew altogether. I'm sorry, do you have a plan to go along with that grenade?
Hold on. Wait for me. Daddy's got a gun.
I'm sorry, am I sensing some history here?
Oh, Elena Fisher. Last year's model.
That's cute.
It's a great feature because it makes the characters likable, or it cuts the tension from the story, or the goofiness prevents the game from taking itself too seriously. And most importantly, they are having fun. But in the movie, nobody is likable. It uses the themes of there's no honor among thieves, but we should learn to trust each other. So throughout the story, Drake, Sully, and Chloe always look like they're going to kill each other at any moment. They seem tired of each other and annoyed of this cool adventure that they're on, and they constantly yell at each other, "You better not betray me, I swear!" And then they proceed to betray each other and learn nothing. Using that character arc is fine, but the characters also need to have some form of redeeming quality, of which they had none in the movie. So Sully and Chloe are just acting like bastards, giving me no reason to cheer for them, and I sometimes feel bored or confused looking at them. Even the MacGuffin that they have in the movie, that leads to the treasure, like in the games, is a literal double cross. Like they need to shove that motif in your face. The movie did great with the high tension scenes and the action combat set pieces. They made me move to the edge of my seat, and it felt like I was playing the game again. At the same time, those scenes were unique. They added their own creative touch instead of copying whatever the games already did. Even the plane scene was pretty good. The music and sound design were pretty good too. They sounded close to what I would hear in the game, or maybe I was just captivated by the IMAX. They also had a pretty decent plot structure that's on par with the game. I'm kind of impressed they captured the spirit of a 10-hour story into a 90-minute frame. I'd give this movie a 6 out of 10. It's not great, but it's not offensive or boring either. Not worth going to the theaters for, but worth a casual watch with friends in the living room. It's a very fun movie in a popcorn junk kind of way. There are some familiar feelings from the games that I enjoyed, and the action scenes were great, taking a lot of inspiration from the games, adding some unique parts, that's all fine, but the characters were just not there at all. It feels like a high-budget fanfiction. I shouldn't think too much about it because, again, movies like these just can't do everything right, but it's still fun, it's still a worthy watch.